Hi everyone, I'm Amber Goodenough with Shine On Wellness. I am a yoga instructor and wellness coach, and I'm here today with a quick 15-minute midday stretch so you can reset for the rest of your day. So go ahead and grab your mat and join me on the floor. We're not going to actually get off the floor today, so the whole practice today will just be on the floor so you can get cozy, comfy. And if you're ready, go ahead and just take an easy seated pose, whatever feels good to you. Sometimes it's nice to have the hips elevated if you have tightness in the hips or knees. So you can sit on a pillow or block or bolster if you have it. Otherwise, we're just gonna hang out here in an easy seated pose, kind of move some things out of the way, and we'll go ahead and get started, closing the eyes. And just take a moment to center in, find your breath. So we're gonna be inhaling through the nose, exhaling open mouth. And as we exhale, we allow the shoulders to soften and relax. And with each inhale, we want to be inhaling from the belly. So you could even place a hand here to help you kind of guide the breath. And I want you to just feel everything starting to slow down a little bit as you come into the present moment. Just watching the breath in and out. And then we'll go ahead and take our arms up overhead as we inhale, deep breath. Exhale, hands together down to the heart. Again, inhaling, deep breath. Rising up, exhale, palms come together down to the heart. Interlace the fingers now and press the palms forward as you round the upper back, tucking the chin. The belly button draws in towards the spine. And we're just getting this really wonderful rounding in the upper back, which allows the shoulder blades to kind of stretch. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, pressing the hands like you're going to touch the ceiling. And then from here, we'll go ahead and unlace the fingers and let the arms slowly float back down to the floor. Interlace the hands behind the back now. Pull the hands down to the floor so the shoulders are wrapping back, shoulder blades squeeze together. Maybe the chin lifts, maybe the hands lift away from the hips. Take a breath here. Let it go, release the hands, shake it out. We're gonna walk the hands forward now. So coming into kind of a forward fold, you can tuck the chin, let the top of the head hang down. Noticing where you're feeling this. You might be feeling this in one or both hips, maybe in your back. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Deep breath here. And then we'll walk it over to the left. And another deep breath. And coming back to center. Slowly walking yourself back up. Come back up into your easy seated pose. We're going to do that all again. This time we're going to switch the cross of the legs so we get both hips evenly. Inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Again, inhale, and exhale, draw it in. Interlace the fingers, press the palms forward, round the upper back again, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. And exhale, float the arms down. Let's interlace the hands behind the back again. You can do the opposite fingering. So if you want to cross the opposite thumb on top this time. Pull the hands down to the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chin, lift the hands away from the hips. If that feels good, take a breath here. Opening the chest and exhale. Release. Walking the hands forward now, tucking the chin, letting the top of the head sink down. Take a breath here. Walk the hands over to one side. Doesn't really matter which way you go first because we're going to do both sides. Other side. Come back to center and slowly roll up. Beautiful. So we're going to do a little eagle arms now to get some more stretch in through the shoulders and upper body. So we'll take the right arm on top of the left, cross at the elbows, maybe the hands touch. And if this doesn't work in your body, you can always just grab opposite shoulders like this. So either way, find your best position for your body and your arms. And then if it feels good here, you could even lift the elbows up so that they're kind of in line with the shoulder blades or with the shoulders. A couple of breaths here. And gently unwind, and we'll go right into the other side. So other arm comes across. Again, you can come here or you can come here. Maybe the elbows lift up, and breathing as if you could breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. Kind of the back side of the heart. And release. Shake out the arms, bringing the hands just to the knees. Now we're gonna do a little seated cat-cow. So as we lean back, the belly button draws in, the chin comes to the chest, and we round the back. Then we press the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. And round again. On the exhale, inhale as we come forward. And one more time, exhale, round. And come forward as you inhale. All right, and then from here, we're gonna do this cat-cow, but more of in a circle. So same idea as this, but we're gonna rotate it around. So we're doing these circles through the spine. So just close your eyes here and just have fun with this movement, however your body wants to move today. Maybe you go faster or slower. And just kind of notice, how does this feel in your body? And then let's go ahead and go the opposite direction. So moving your circle, now going the other way. It doesn't matter if you're not getting the hang of this. It takes a little practice, which is why we call it a yoga practice, right? And go ahead and come to a stop and just pause here for a moment. Take in what's happening in this moment. How do you feel? How does your spine feel? Maybe your spine feels really good. Mine feels pretty good right now. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and come to hands and knees. So if this is uncomfortable for you, you can always put a pillow or something under your knees. Same with the wrists. All right, so we're gonna come to hands and knees, and we want the hands to be right underneath the shoulders. The knees will be underneath the hips. You want to rotate the upper arms so that the little creases of the elbows are facing forward. Let's do a little cat-cow here. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin, and round. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Let's do a few more. What's really nice about doing just a quick yoga practice in the middle of the day is it just helps to reset. And if you've been sitting a lot, this can help any of that soreness in the back. And just get things moving, get the blood pumping again. All right, coming back to neutral. We're gonna kick both feet to the right, and then you're gonna turn your head around your right shoulder, look back at your toes. So now we're getting a stretch through the left side body. So you might feel this, it might feel good, it might feel tight, and just notice that. That's the cool thing about yoga, is we don't judge, right? So it just is a sensation. It's not a good sensation or a bad sensation, it just is, right? And take another breath here. And then let's try the other side. So kick both feet to the left now, peek around your left shoulder, look back at your toes, and just notice what's different on this side. Maybe nothing, maybe it's, a big difference. One more breath here. And go ahead and bring the feet back to center and the head back to center. From here, we're gonna take the right arm up to the sky, open through the heart, maybe circle the wrist around a few times. And if this is challenging on your wrists, I get it. That's how I was when I first started yoga. So feel free to pad. You could come up onto the knuckles if that feels better, or maybe a block or something underneath your arm would feel nice. And then from here, we're gonna thread the needle. So we're gonna take this right arm underneath the left arm, right shoulder, right ear, come to the ground. Maybe your left hand walks to the top of your mat. the upper body's in like a twist. And we're breathing. This left hand could also come behind the back and kind of tuck into that crease between the thigh and the waist. Let's do one more breath here. And then we'll use that left hand up close to the face to kind of push yourself back up. Reach the right arm up to the sky one more time. And then bring the right hand down. Let's do everything that we just did on the left side now. Reach the left arm up. Take the gaze up as well, really opening through the front of the chest. And then we bring this left arm underneath the right, left ear to the ground, right hand walking up. Or it could also come around the small of the back, up to you. One more breath here. And then bring the right hand down close to the face, press back to all fours. From here, you want to make sure the knees are right in line with the hips. We're going to walk the upper body forward, come into puppy pose. So your tailbone's going to stay right where it is, and we're just going to start to lower the heart down to the mat for puppy pose. And one more breath here. From here, we're going to bend the elbows, push down into the elbows as you slide the body forward. Come all the way down. Hands slide back underneath the shoulders, tops of the feet pressing down into the earth as we lift the upper body. Roll those shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is really good for when we are looking down at our computers all day, right? And lower down. Let's make our way back to child's pose. So bringing your forehead to the mat. If your forehead doesn't touch the mat, you can always stack the arms. Rest your forehead on your arms, or you could stack your fists. Rest your forehead here. Whatever works best for you. I find stacking the arms is a really soothing and nice place to kind of rest when I need to reset. Couple breaths here. And then from here, we're going to carefully, gently make your way onto your back. So go ahead and come onto your back. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side. Give yourself a little back massage. And then we'll go ahead and let both feet come down to the floor. Taking the right ankle, cross it over the left knee and bring both legs in to the chest. If this is beyond your reach, like say your legs are out here, you could always use a scarf, a belt or something to kind of pull those legs in, or alternatively you could use the wall. So you could, I'll just show that really quick. Use the wall to kind of push the legs in. So up to you. Couple of breaths here, and I really want you to let your upper back relax down into the floor. So if you're kind of like in this position, we really want to have the upper back relaxed. So go ahead and let your upper back relax down. Take a few breaths, maybe close the eyes if they're not already closed. And let your body just kind of melt down into the floor. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths, then we'll switch sides. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. Bringing the knee into the chest for a reclined pigeon. And keep the breath moving. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And then we'll start to make our way into our Shavasana, our final resting pose. You did it, you're all done. Almost. This is the last pose, and this one can be the hardest one if you may even feel the impulse right now to get up and go do your next thing of the day. But I encourage you, if you can, just to stay here for a few minutes, because this is really what helps to reset us, is this slowing down and turning off of the external world for a moment. So find a comfortable position on your back. You could always use a pillow or something under your head or under your knees if that feels good. And just let everything become very heavy for a moment. So your shoulders and back are heavy, your legs are heavy, your arms, your head, relaxing your jaw. And take a few deep cleansing breaths in and out of the nose. See if you can get your exhale to be twice as long as your inhale. And with each exhale, we're letting go a little more, relaxing a little more. And see if you can just feel yourself lying here on the floor. Everywhere that the back of your body touches the floor, just notice. And then we'll start to wiggle the toes and fingers, moving the wrists and ankles. Reach the arms up overhead for a stretch. Reach, reach, reach. And then we'll make our way onto our side and come up to seated nice and carefully. And then before we go back to our day, we'll just take a moment here to set an intention for how you want to show up for the rest of your day. Maybe you want to show up with more presence, more kindness, more gratitude. So take a moment and set that intention now. It was wonderful having you with me today. Thank you so much. Namaste. And just a reminder, I have my giant glass of water here. Reminder to you to drink tons of water today. And if you like this practice, please join me on Saturdays. I teach a free yoga class every Saturday morning on Zoom. If you'd like the info, go ahead and comment and I will send you the information. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.